After working in book clubs to read many versions of the same story and storyboarding some of our favorites, each subject wrote their own original story. Today, we will read a summary of the version we created.
Each day we read about the subjects of fairy tale land, heard different Cinderella stories from all around the world. We compare and contrasted elements of fairy tales within the story. As the subjects make their way to the royal microphone, this information will appear on the screen. The three little pandas and the big bad dragon. Once upon a time, there were three little pandas who lived in a bamboo forest. In that forest, a dragon came along. What happened? Did they get eaten or not? Read my book to find out. The three little robots. Once upon a time, there were three little robots who were sent to the world. Along came a big bad prototype that tried to destroy the boss houses. We must wait to find out what happens next.
The three big whales in the Greenland Island. Once upon a drowsy time, the three big whales were hanging out when lightning was struck. Read this book to see who came out and how the book got revenge.
The three little astronauts and the big bad zombie. Once upon a time, the Kate astronauts sent in three students to Mars. They met aliens that would give them material for their houses. There was a zombie that came and tried to destroy their houses. Read my story to find out what happens.
Contrary to the three fishes. Once upon a time, there were three fishes. Their soup was too hot, so they left. A shark named Goldie Shark comes. What will Goldie Shark do in their house? Read my story to find out.
Three little turtles lived in the ocean. While they were in the ocean, a megalodon came along and tried to swim into their houses. If you want to know what the megalodon did, you need to read this book. The three humans with the big bad alien. Once upon a time, there were three brothers. They went off into outer space and built some houses. A big bad alien comes along in a UFO. What will he do next? Read my story to find out. The three red pandas and the big bad cobra. Once upon a time, three red pandas lived in a forest. One day, their mother told them they needed to go out into the world. They each built a house. Which one will be the strongest? Read this book to find out if they get captured by the cobra. Giraffe lost and the three lemurs. Three lemurs lived in the cottage by the bed. While they were in the ocean, a giraffe came along and walked straight into the cottage. If you want to know what the giraffe did, read this book. 3, 2, 1, go! Region is 3 miles. Once upon a time, there were 3 miles that lived in France. A snowman would reach into the Eiffel Tower. Read this book to see if the miles catch them. The three little robots. Once upon a time, there were 3 little robots. One day, while they were watering the grass, along came the big bad brother. He tried to get into all of their houses. Read my story and find out the whole story. The Royal Family and the Autumn. Once upon a time there was a royal family who was making Mickey pencils. They were too hot, so the family walked down the hill until they cooled down. Along came Liana and caused trouble in their castle. Read my story to find out.
Three little brothers and the big bad wolf. Once upon a time there were three brothers who went to their tree houses. Then the bully comes along and knocks their tree houses. Who will win? Read my book that I worked so hard on to find out.
The Three Little Pomsky Guys. Once upon a time, a mama Pomsky Guy set her three Pomsky Guys out into the dog road. The Pomsky Guys met men along the way that were selling things to make houses. Along came girls who picked her out tried to eat them. Read my story to find out if you were successful.
The three warriors. A king comes to conquer three of the best warriors. Who will win the war of the century? Read this book to find out.
The Princess and the Three Unicorns. Once upon a time, there was a daddy unicorn, a mama unicorn, and a baby unicorn. They made cookies and brownies. The cookies and brownies were too hot, so they went out for a walk. Meanwhile, a princess came to their candy house and caused a lot of trouble. Read this book to see what happened.
Melody and the Three Monkeys. Once upon a time there was a daddy monkey, a mommy monkey, and a baby monkey. They made s'mores. The s'mores were too hot, so they went out for a walk. Meanwhile, a girl named Melody came to the house and caused a lot of trouble. Read this book to see what happened.
The Three Little Thorny Devils and the Big Bad Scorpion. Once upon a time, the Thorny Devils had the three Thorny Devils out into the desert. The Thorny Devils met people along the way and found materials to build houses. Read my story to find out what happens next. The Three Octopuses and the Big Bad Sea Cucumber. Once upon a time, there lived a big bad sea cucumber. One day, he stopped at the octopus sisters' houses. Can he blow all the houses down? Will the octopus sisters survive? Read my story to find out. The Three Little Yodas and Darth Vader. Once upon a time, there were three little Yodas that were sent out into the universe. They all used different materials to make their homes. Along the way, they encountered Darth Vader that caused a lot of trouble. Read my story to find out if the Yodas were able to build their houses.
The Three Little Turtles. Once upon a time, three turtles sailed to the world. A shark had airplanes. Read this book finds out what happened to the turtles.
Gorgeous and the Three Kittens. Once upon a time, there were three kittens. Their mother tells them they need to make chili dogs for a party, so they go to the store. Little did they know, a Corvette was coming to their mansion. Will the kittens find out? Read my story to find out.
Bedrocks and Greenlands. Once upon a time there was a winter. One day while they were letting their seaweed salad dry, they set off for a swim. Along came a young crab named Bedrocks. She broke in and made trouble. Big trouble. Read my story to find out what the minnows do when they find bad ones.
The butterfly and the three bees. Once upon a time, three bees lived in a hive. A butterfly found in the hive and took a peek inside. The butterfly caused a lot of trouble for the bees. Bees spoke to find out what happened. The three little fishes in the little bag of fish. Once upon a time, there were three fishes that made some houses. What happened to the houses when the little bag jellyfish did? Did they get stung or not? Read my book to find out what happened.
The three little butterflies and the three caterpillars. Once upon a time, there were three little butterflies that were sent off to their houses on their own. Along came a big cat, fox, and helped to eat that. Read my story to find out more. Once, the three little penguins in the Big Bad Polar Bear. Once upon a time, there were three little penguins who went off into the world. Little did they know there was a Big Bad Polar Bear out there. Read my book to find out what happens. The Purple Dragon and the Royal Family. Once upon a time, there was a royal family who lived in the forest. There was a Papa King, a Mama Queen, and a little princess. The family was making waffles and pancakes for brunch. The brunch was too hot, so they went for a carriage ride. Along came a purple dragon that caused a lot of trouble in the castle. Read my story to find out what happened next.
Evelyn and the three incredibles. Once upon a time, the incredible family had a house in the suburbs. Evelyn came and messed up. Read my book to find out what happened in the Incredibles house.
We would like to take a moment to thank the royal families for all they have done this year. We have beautiful magic ones to present to you at the reception.
thank all of our class mom for a special year. Miss Smith, Mrs. Ferrucci, Mrs. Aquista, and Mrs. Johnny for all their hard work this year.
Now it's time to head up on a treacherous journey through the wild front lobby forest to the royal wall. There we will amaze you with our beautifully published fairy tales and magic wands.
Bravo, second graders, they have certainly transported us to the wonderful land of fairy tales. And I would also like to thank Dr. Glennon for the beautiful music and our closing song, and most of all, their incredible teachers. So Elsa and Anna, Mrs. Joseph, who are